Hi everyone, today my review is on the Lover's Tale. So the Lover's Tale, I have a sample here which you can't see because of the light. Lover's Tale, anyway, trust me, it's a sample and it's by Francesca Bianchi. Dan and I have just gone over every offering from the house on his channel. So that's Frag Chat with Smelly and Smurfy. So we talk about every single fragrance from the line. We've got samples of them all. My favourite has been the Lover's Tale, and hence I've just used the very last bits of it on my skin. Definitely enough for a full wearing. I managed to get about 3 or 4 sprays here and 1 on each wrist. This stuff is so potent. It is ridiculously potent. Quite possibly I've oversprayed actually. But the fragrance is really, really beautiful, and that's why I wanted to review it for you. So the fragrance has notes of leather and iris and others which I've got to refresh my memory with them, but I will let you know what the other notes are a bit later on. The initial spray, when you first spray it, is slightly animalic. It doesn't smell to me like a hard leather. It doesn't smell like a leather jacket. It smells more like a really soft and powdery suede. There's a sweetness that comes from something in here. Not sugary and not vanillic really. I think there might be a hint of vanilla, but it's more of a sweet suede and iris combination. And something slightly savoury, which possibly could be the leather, or it could be other notes in here. It's not the opening that I fall in love with. I like the opening. What happens later is what captures my heart. This gets powderier and powderier and powderier and sweeter and softer, and I love that, but I'll tell you about that when it happens. So now we are half an hour in to the Lover's Tale, and this is where I start to fall in love with the Lover's Tale. The slightly savoury note that came out in the beginning has calmed down now. There is leather and castoreum in here. Both of those are obviously animalic, or can be animalic. But as I said earlier, I don't really get leather as such. It's more of a powdery suede. There's rose in here. It's described as a powdery rose, and I can see that. There's also mimosa and honey, and I think they help bring that sweetness. But as I said, that sweetness is not a sugary sweetness. It's more of a nectar-like syrup, almost syrupy, but not as sweet as a syrup as such, if that makes sense. So imagine the sweetness in a syrupy texture, but with lots and lots of soft powder. And I think that beautiful powderiness must come from the iris butter as well as the powdery rose. This is an abstract perfume. Don't read the notes and assume that what you see is what you're going to smell. The way that they all blend and work together is something else. It's magical. It actually feels like it melts with your skin, and you just emanate this beautiful, sexy, powdery scent. It's just stunning. It has to be tried on skin. All of the fragrances from the line must be tried on skin and must be tested over and over and over again, because they change so much. They are so complex that this is not it's not a simple line of perfumes at all. Some fragrances are very easy to understand. Not that that's a bad thing, but there is something magical about a fragrance that transforms on your skin and sometimes even melts into your skin and just makes you more of a different personality, or brings out aspects of your own personality in the way that the scent emanates from your skin. I know I'm going on a little bit, but I really have fallen quite hard for the Lover's Tale. And it has taken me a while to get here. I've tested it quite a few times. The first time I tested it, I was overwhelmed because I tested everything at once. So what I would recommend is don't copy that idea. If you get the sample set, the discovery set from the website, it's €36 by the way. If you get the discovery set, please take your time, one at a time. One on one day, one on another day. Don't do what I did and one spray on one arm, one spray on another arm, one spray on a bit of paper. You will get confused. Some of the fragrances seem to share some common accords, but it gets confusing. So it took me a while. That's what I'm trying to say. It took me a while to realise that I absolutely love this one, The Lover's Tale. And just a sexy concept. Do read the story, or do read the backstory on the website. And for now, all I'm telling you is it's powdery, it's sexy, there's a hint of animalic without it going into a very dirty territory. And it's really interesting and it's really different. You will not smell like anyone else. I love it. I'll come back with more, I'll promise. Hiya, so I've been wearing the Lover's Tale now for the last, I would say 5 or 6 hours, and it's been emanating very nicely from around here, just wafting up, so I catch little whiffs of it here and there, which is really nice. It's definitely not beast mode, it's not one of those that massively projects from your skin, but it wouldn't be right if it did. It's not one of those kind of fragrances. It's definitely something that is more intimate in the way that it feels, but it has a real presence. You can smell it when you're wearing it, and I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed wearing it. It is on my list. It's on my want list. I definitely see a full bottle of this in the next couple of months because it is beautiful, and I'm absolutely gutted that the sample is all run out. Okay, so let's talk about the notes. I've written the notes down for you now. Bergamot, honey, mimosa, it's bloody brace, Egyptian jasmine, Bulgarian rose, peach, iris butter, heliotrope, leather, castoreum, labdanum, sandalwood, vetiver, and oak moss. So now we are definitely getting the vetiver. After I first applied it, after that first hour or so, I really start to notice the peachiness of it. So there's peach in here, but it's not girly, childish, sugary. It's not like peach juice, it's not like peach flesh. I don't usually like peach as a note in fragrance. I don't know why, I can't put my finger on why, but usually when it has peach in it, my nose just can't get past the peach, and I have trouble then enjoying the rest of the fragrance because the peach pisses me off, but not in this fragrance. The peach is more like just the skin of a peach, and the fragrance has the texture of the skin of a peach. So it's just subtly peachy in a really, really nice way. So you've got this powderiness that's coming probably from the iris, also probably from the heliotrope. So heliotrope is a floral note that can smell a little bit almondy and very powdery and sweet. I do enjoy heliotrope. I enjoy it in combination with other things. I've smelt soliflores, heliotrope soliflores before, and they can get a bit annoying, a bit too sweet or a bit too powdery, but how it's used in here with everything else, I think it just helps to give a soft, sweet, powdery feel that's really, really nice. So what I have now, so there was this powdery, slightly sweet, fluffy, soft, yet sexual sweetness. And now what I'm getting, the vetiver is coming through. Vetiver is a dry kind of vetiver rather than a a wet or rooty vetiver, if that makes sense. It's coming across similar to the vetiver in the dry down of Creed Spice and Wood, even though it's not listed, but it's really nice. Almost pencil sharpenings, but not quite. It's like smelling an incense stick that's not been lit. It's sort of dry, and I guess that's probably the resin. So overall, I absolutely love this fragrance. I think that it is unisex. It probably feels more feminine for the initial phases, only because you can smell the florals and the sweetness and the powderiness. But now in the far dry down, it smells like it's leaning a bit more masculine, because you've got this woodsiness that's coming from the vetiver, even though you still have those softer powdery and sweet elements of the florals and the iris. I feel that the vetiver and probably the oak moss and sandalwood are helping to keep it more grounded and a little more, bloody cat, and a little more masculine. But it's not masculine, if that makes sense. So that is what I have to say about the Lover's Tale. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know if you've tried any of the other creations from Francesca Bianchi. I think she is definitely one to watch. I'm going to Essence in the next few weeks in Milan, and hopefully I will meet the lovely lady herself, and that will be fun. Let me know if you're going to Essence. Essence. I don't know. I'll see you all in the next video. I put a new brace in today, a tighter one, and that means I lisp a little bit more, which is slightly annoying. So I just thought I'd add my new venture. I thought I'd quickly tell you about my new venture. I am doing fragrance consulting and also bespoke videos for people. So if you want me to specifically make you a video, whether you be a person or a brand, and when I'm talking about brands, I don't mean sponsored video to go on my channel. I mean, I could do a video that you can use however you wish to use. Or if you are just a normal everyday person and you specifically want me to do a video for you, tailored just for you, where I pick out fragrances especially for you based on what you tell me you like, or if it's just a particular subject or house that you want me to investigate, then I can do that. Just contact me. I put my email in the information below. Get in touch and I can let you know what we can sort out. Thank you.